Hey everybody, how's it going? Ready to talk WandaVision. WandaVision is such a good show. I've only seen 2 episodes. I'm not one of the fancy critics who got to see it the 3rd episode already. I'm going to see it on Friday with the rest of yous. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be very fun based on the spoilers that have hit. I do have to apologize because yesterday I did a trailer breakdown of Pixar Popcorn, and I had lots of fun doing it. I had a really good time, but then I had my worst nightmare moment when I started to play back the video. I was like, all right, let's see how amazing it sounded. And this happens every time I use Chrome to do these things. Chrome is just garbage with me. Maybe not with everybody else, but my audio was just like clinking and clanging, and it was disgusting. I was so mad. I almost took the video down. I was like, I should just destroy this live stream and cut my losses, maybe do a trailer breakdown upload or something. I didn't do it though because I feel like that video still has some gems, some good moments. I broke it down, you know. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Pixar Popcorn. I am going to say that this is a big week for Pixar stuff. So even though today we're talking about WandaVision, tomorrow we're talking about Luca. Tomorrow's Luca Day, the new Pixar movie from Enrique Casarosa, because Empire is coming out with like a big thing about Luca. And my goal is I should have access to that print story tomorrow. If I'm making a promise, or I'm not making a promise, I'm making a very hopeful prediction that I will be able to cover it tomorrow. That is the plan. Who knows what will happen? It could be that I don't get access to the Empire article in time. It's very possible. But if I do, we're talking Luca. There's going to be tons of new story details, maybe some Pixar theory stuff. It's going to be a blast. And then, because today's the 20th, then on the 22nd, that's Pixar Popcorn Day. And what I would love to do, I wish I could do this. I wish we could sit down together, have a big old Disney Plus watch party, and watch the whole thing together. If there is a way to do that, I would look into it. Obviously, I can't stream it because, you know, Disney would copyright claim me to hell and back, so that's not going to happen. But I would love to do that. I'd love to watch Pixar stuff with you all. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But okay, that's enough opening stuff. I'm going to take my sip, and we're going to talk WandaVision. We are 2 episodes into WandaVision, and I do plan on talking about WandaVision basically every week until the 9th episode because I'm interested in it, and I like to talk about things I'm interested in. And WandaVision is one of the few shows of recent memory that actually has like kind of a mystery to it. It has a hook to it. I am invested in the mystery. I have theories for what's going to happen. So, you know, it's a fun thing. I don't always get to experience that with shows. A lot of the shows I've been watching lately have been very episodic, you know. I've been or even if they have like ongoing stories, they're very straightforward and dramatic, not really mystery based. For example, Bridgerton. Just finished Bridgerton. I wouldn't do a live stream of Bridgerton. What am I going to say? I watched it and it was fine. But I definitely look forward to shows like WandaVision where it's like week to week we can have conversations about it. Isn't that fun? And this particular day we are talking about something really cool, which is kind of a incidental revelation we got about WandaVision because of a deleted scene that we didn't get to see with Avengers Endgame. That was a terrible way to explain that. Very roundabout. But let's just start with the article. So I'm going to bring this up. This is a slash film article from Ytran Bowie HT, and just came out today. And the headline is Avengers Endgame originally had a post-credit sequence featuring Vision, Paul Bettany says. And as we're going to read, if you actually look into what this sequence is, it bridges the gap between Avengers Endgame and WandaVision. Now, it's not super spoilery. It doesn't tell us like what's really going on in WandaVision, but it does strengthen some theories that people have about what's going on. So we're going to go through this. That said, if you are like, no way, John, I want to watch WandaVision. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want anything even remotely close to, I wouldn't constitute this as a spoiler, but maybe to some people it would be a spoiler because there is a reason they deleted the scene after all. Then you probably don't want to keep watching. But I hope you do, because then we can talk about it. And you should keep in mind that if they deleted it, it's possible that they deleted it because they changed their mind on the story. It could be that this is a misdirect, that this is maybe something that was the plan, and now it's not anymore. So we can only speculate, but let's go through it and discuss. So again, this is from HT, and it is on slashfilm.com. Anyone following the continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe may be a little surprised when they tune into WandaVision. In that show, Paul Bettany's Vision is totally alive and not a gray, lifeless corpse. Well, he is gray in the first 2 episodes. He's not gray in the 3rd episode or the end of the 2nd episode, which is the opposite of how we left him in Avengers Infinity War, the last appearance that Bettany would make on the big screen as the superhero android. But following the premiere of WandaVision, Bettany revealed that there was originally an Avengers Endgame post-credits sequence that would bridge the gap between the MCU and Marvel's first foray into television. We can only wonder why they got rid of this. You know, is it because they changed their minds? Or is it because they felt like it wasn't right? Like, let's go back in time here. Remember we were watching Avengers Endgame, we were in the audience, we were having a good time, and they do like the big credits thing, and there's no post-credit sequence for Avengers Endgame, right? I felt like that was intentional because they were kind of saying, you know what, for once, let's just, go with, it's called Endgame, right? Why would we do anything else? And yeah, unless I'm misremembering, I don't think I am, there was no post-credits like thing, right? And then Far From Home, the Spider-Man movie, happened. So it could be that they got rid of this just for that reason. I don't know. Okay, so the article continues. In a new interview with IMDb via IGN, Bettany revealed that he shot a post-credit scene for Avengers Endgame, which would have featured him and Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda Maximoff, a.k.a. Scarlet Witch. So here's the quote from Paul Bettany. At one point, there was going to be a tag where Scarlet Witch opened a sort of body bag drawer, and there was the Vision. Marvel studio boss Kevin Feige kind of talked to me and said, I've got to pull the shots. And I was like, because I really wanted that profit participation. So what he's saying there is that Paul Bettany's just saying he's disappointed because he wasn't in Endgame at all, so he wasn't able to get any sort of like profits as an actor in that movie. That is kind of sad for Paul Bettany, by the way, because like, man, biggest box office success story of all time, the highest grossing film of all time worldwide. So that is pretty brutal. But yeah, so Kevin Feige had to pull the shots. So again, we don't know why he had to pull the shots. We don't know if it was because of a time thing. We don't know if it was because they felt like going a different direction. The post-credit sequence Bettany describes doesn't sound like it would explain why Vision is suddenly alive and a sitcom character in WandaVision, though it certainly would have helped bridge the gap. But perhaps even seeing Wanda go through the motions of pulling Vision out of a body bag might have been too much of a reveal. It implies, and this is where it gets potentially spoilery, it implies that she plays some part in creating the happy sitcom suburbia we're introduced to in WandaVision. Though anyone who has read the comic book storylines that inspired the show would probably already come to that conclusion. Yeah, I feel like most people watching WandaVision were already kind of suspecting that this was Wanda's powers, in effect, creating this reality. I should say, the other day I put out my theory, and I hold to it. I still think this might be the case. I still hold that WandaVision is eventually going to reveal that Wanda is, the source of what's going on, but SWORD, I think like the organization that is like monitoring her, is trying to suppress her powers, or they're trying to have her in this like sedated like state of coping in order to prevent her powers from wreaking havoc on people. And if my theory is correct, then that could be why they pulled the post-credit scene. Maybe because like maybe the people would be too led into one direction, and then the reversal would be like, whoa, I don't understand, and it's confusing. I am very curious because we don't have details on like where was Vision, what kind of body bag was it, like was this in like SHIELD headquarters? Were there like references to SHIELD and they decided no, we're gonna do SWORD? Was there like something about the shots that they changed direction just in an aesthetic way? I don't know. I do think it's creepy, by the way, that Wanda, like, grave robbed her boyfriend. That is very disrespectful to him. Although I do sympathize with her because she has to go to Tony Stark's funeral, and where was Vision's funeral? Because she didn't get to go. She got snapped. Did they have a proper send-off for him? I wish they had done something in Avengers Endgame to tie that loose end. Just saying. Okay, what else do we got from HT? But while Bettany may not have gotten that profit participation he wanted, he does get to star in Marvel Studios' first proper TV show and have way more screen time than he's ever gotten in the MCU. I mean, yeah, I guess by proper TV show she means like that it's connected to the MCU. I don't think she's dissing Daredevil or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything. You know, HT likes Marvel stuff. And even better than playing a dead android body on a slab, he gets to practice his pratfalls and comedic timing. So all in all, Betty didn't lose out on much. I agree with that. Although I am still curious what's going to happen to the Vision after WandaVision. Is he going to disappear forever? Is this the send-off for the Vision? That'd be kind of sad because I feel like we didn't really get to spend much time with Vision up until now. And dedicated MCU fans who may have been frustrated with the lack of answers in the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, which premiered last week, will likely learn more answers soon enough. Again, we're going to be going over this show, but I'm curious what y'all think. If you think that the Vision is truly dead or Wanda brings him back to life, or like what's going on. I think something to remember too is that if I recall correctly, I think Wanda's powers are supposed to be like somewhat informed by Infinity Stone magic, maybe by way of Loki's scepter. There's something that has to do with Infinity Stone stuff that gives Scarlet Witch her powers. So I'm curious if that has anything to do with her being able to like revive something related to Vision. So I'm curious, like, if, you know, there's a lot of ways they could bring Vision back. Maybe I'll do a stream on this eventually, but yeah, they could bring him back by using one of the Infinity Stones for another reality, which could be what Wanda's trying to do. In fact, that could be another theory. So, okay, think of it this way. End of Avengers Endgame. Wanda finds out what happened. She's like, oh yeah, how did you guys snap us back? Let me know. And Doctor Strange and Ant-Man and all the homies, they're like, well, Wanda, you know, they went back in time. They went back in time and they used the Infinity Stones to create a new gauntlet, and then Steve returned them. And Wanda's like, okay, you returned them. We could have kept the Mind Stone, which I think that's the Mind Stone is the one that Vision has, and could have revived him. And then maybe Wanda's thinking, well, who needs time travel? I could go to alternate realities using my powers, because her powers are, you know, she's Scarlet Witch. She can do that. So she starts trying to experiment with her powers to go to another reality to get the Mind Stone, and S.W.O.R.D. or the Avengers or a combination of groups are like, we can't let her do this. It's going to like fold the time loop. It's going to ruin all the realities, and they try to restrain her, and this puts her in the state that we have in WandaVision. That's my theory. I feel like it's not that much of a stretch, right? Like, I feel like probably tons of people kind of figured that this might be what they're doing, but yeah. Let me know if you think I am full of it, and if you think that I've gone too far. If you have an alternate theory, I want to hear it. Okay, that's everything. That is the post-credit scene. It's not that complicated, not that flashy. But okay, I do want to bring something up before I close things out. I've gotten a few fun comments, and some people who've reached out about John and Theory have said, hey, John, or to the effect of this, they said that they think that I'm very young. Like, and I am young, but people seem to think that I'm like a teenager. Somebody was like, John, are you old enough to be streaming? And I was like, yes. Like, how old? What are you talking about? And they're like, well, you're 18, right? And I was like, like, I literally like did this. Like, I don't know if it's the camera or something, but I'm curious, like, how old do you people think I am? I actually don't want to say because I want to keep it a mystery, but yeah, I am much older than 18. Ridiculous. I feel like I'm starting to grow a little bit of facial hair, but I'm actually shaving today. I like to keep it clean shaven. But yeah, if you all could see my hairline, you would definitely change your tune. Okay, that's it for me. Again, gonna see you all tomorrow for Luca Day. Luca Day is gonna be an amazing day if it gets to happen. And then after that Pixar popcorn, we're going to watch the shorts. Definitely, if any of you are watching and you know of a technical way that we could do a Disney Plus watch party, it would be off stream, but I'd still love to do it and extend it to people. You want to watch the Pixar shorts, hit me up, 'cause I do not know how to do that. I am terrible with, like, streaming, obviously. Have you seen my videos? But yeah, reach out for sure. Just head over to the channel page, my email's there, and you can hit me up there. But yeah, that's it for John in Theory today. I'll see y'all on the next one.